All right, run it. 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 All right, run it.
Every city experiences a problem with dogfighting.
It's an epidemic. It's growing.
It's not just in one district that this is happening. It's in just about every district that this is happening.
In order to understand dogfighting in today's society, it is important to understand the evolution of dogfighting and dogs being trained for violent purposes. As stated in Ken Torren's book, A Guide to Dogfighting, the genesis of dogfighting as a sport can be traced back to the clash of ancient civilizations. When the Romans invaded Britain in 43 AD, both sides brought fighting dogs to the battlefield. By the 12th century, the practice of baiting, releasing dogs into the ring with chained bulls or bears, had grown popular in England. Although deemed illegal by Parliament in 1835, the people of England turned to the cheaper alternative to baiting, dog-on-dog combat.
Pit bulls have been customized, if you will, over time to be tight, muscular, agile, enduring animals.
I think the reason this breed is chosen for exploitation is because they are so loyal, so eager to please. Whatever their owners tell them to do, they will.
Clandestine dogfighting rings are abundant in the U.S. Over 1,000 dogfighting arrests have been made in the United States between 2003 and 2008, and more arrests are being made today. The New York Times published the arrest of 2 people from Queens involved in dogfighting, with 20 dogs being rescued. U.S. News reported that 367 dogs were rescued from a ring that spread over 4 states on August 27, 2013. It was the second largest bust in the United States after the bust of Michael Vick's ring, The Bad News Kennel. In the book The Lost Dogs, author Jim Garant explains that prior to the investigation into the Michael Vick case, dogfighting cases involving federal authorities were extremely rare. The Vick case, which involved 2 arms of the federal government, the United States Department of Agriculture and the Department of Justice, put the blood sport on the map as a federal offense. The dogs that were housed and trained under Vick were underfed and covered in dried blood and scars. Dogfighting is now banned throughout the United States and has gone from being a felony in 48 states to being a felony in all 50 states. Those convicted of federal animal fighting charges face up to 3 years in prison for each guilty count. Dogs who are rescued from these rings are not sent to their immediate demise. There are many organizations who rehabilitate and send these dogs to loving homes. Stories like One Good Dog by Susan Wilson, where fighting dogs are rehomed to families, are quite common. The ASPCA and local animal shelters do their part to relocate many animals.